What's up, cupcakes? I hope you're
You're
all doing well. Welcome to my 30th subscriber episode. Today we're going to be making my famous or infamous peanut butter and jelly cupcakes. And I'm excited to share the recipe with you because you know that shit is bussin'. So, let's get to it.
If you don't know anything about me or my life or...
Here are your ingredients. You got powdered sugar and butter for the icing with the vanilla, the eggs, and we will use some oil with the cake mix. The peanut butter also goes in the icing. Alright, cupcakes, let's get these cupcakes made. Into the mixer, we're going to add our 3 eggs. Now these are at room temperature. It's best if you do that, you'll have a fluffier cake. And the thing with the cake mix is you do it differently than you do with, well, kind of differently than you do with a homemade cake. The homemade cake, you're going to mix everything really well, all the wet ingredients, and then slowly add in your dry ingredients, and then as soon as they're incorporated, mix it one good turn or two, and you're done. But with the cake mix, they require 2 minutes of beating after you get the cake mix and all the ingredients in there. So, get some vegetable oil out. And our measuring cup. So it calls for, and this is the difference, I don't know if you remember in any of my other cake mix videos, to make it a moist cake and to make it taste homemade, you don't need to go add a ton of extra ingredients, but you do need to change up a couple things. You're going to add 3 eggs like it calls for, and you're going to switch out your oil and your water, sort of. So it calls for 1.25 cups of liquid. That's 1 cup of water, 1/3 cup of oil. We're going to split that 1.25 cups in half, and we're going to add half oil, half water. Okay, the extra oil makes the cake really moist and taste homemade. So let's get our oil in. And let's get some water in. Let's mix these up. Now we're going to slowly add in the cake mix. We're going to turn it up, and then we're going to turn it off in a second, scrape down the bowl, and then turn it back on and beat it for 2 minutes. Okay, we're going to set the timer. All right. It's going to go from a yellow to a really pale yellow. It's going to be really light and fluffy. I'll show you when the cake mix is ready to go. Alright, let's show you what this looks like. See, ribbons. And that's what you look for in your homemade cake mix too, is ribbon. That gives you a nice sponge. And that's what they call the cake texture is sponge. So you can see how light and creamy that looks. So now we're going to get it into the cupcake liners. We've got them filled. It looks like we got 16. Okay, let's put them in the oven. You go in middle rack. These are going to cook for about, it says 13 minutes. We're going to set the timer for 12. My oven cooks fast. And at 12 minutes they should be risen enough that opening the oven isn't going to matter. So you're good to go there. So you're going to see these glorious cupcakes come out. The timer just went off. Let's check the cupcakes. I think we're going to give them just another minute or two. Timer just went off. Let's get these cupcakes out of the oven. Oh, look at them. They look good. They look perfect. Lightly golden. Let's get these ones out. Try not to squish them. Perfect. Hey cupcakes, for the filling of these peanut butter and jelly cupcakes, the jelly part is going to be a luscious cream fruit filling. So you're going to take heavy whipping cream and your favorite jam. In this case, this I got from Costco, and it's really good. It's the 4 Fruits Preserves. It's got strawberries, cherries, red currants, and red raspberries. But it's really good. So we're going to use this jam and fold it into our heavy whipping cream, and that's what we're going to fill our cupcakes with. So these are an adult version of peanut butter and jelly cupcakes. I came up with these because you know, everybody loves peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and we're using a white cupcake as the white bread, the cream jam for the filling, for the preserves, and we're going to use a peanut butter icing. Buttercream. It's going to be an American buttercream with peanut butter in it. So I'm really excited to show these to you and have you try them. Let's get started making the filling. So 1 cup of the heavy whipping cream should be enough. With a whisk attachment, you're going to whisk this, and you're not going to add any sugar to this because the preserves are going to sweeten the cream. So let's just get started and whisk. Stiff peaks, no loose cream because your jam is going to loosen it up. Okay, we've got our stiff peak. Let's take a spatula and just make sure that we're where we want to be. All right. That's what we want. All right. Nice stiff peaks. Thick cream. Can you see how thick that is? All right. So now we're going to fold in the jam, and then we're going to put it in our piping bag. For this, we're going to do 1/2 cup of jam. There's a 1/4 cup. 1/4 cup. It's now time to make the icing. Go icing, go icing, go icing, go icing. So let's get to it. Alright, to your mixer, we're going to go ahead and whip up some room temperature butter. Now, if your butter is not room temperature, you can microwave it for like 10-second intervals, but be very careful because it melts really quick, and once it melts you can't use it. Even if you refirm it up, it just does not work right. It needs to be emulsified room temperature butter. So the best thing is just leave it out overnight, or pull it out at the beginning of your recipe, and then it should be ready to go. And so it'll go from a yellow color to almost a white color. And then we're going to start adding in our peanut butter and our powdered sugar. Okay, so that's 3 sticks of butter. Let's raise this up and get it beaten. Okay, I want you to see the change in color. Look at that. So now it's real thick and light and fluffy. It's no more yellow, it's almost white. Now this is the point where we're going to start adding the other ingredients. I start adding powdered sugar first, then I add the peanut butter and finish with powdered sugar, and then add a little bit of vanilla. So we're going to add this about a 1/2 cup at a time. Okay, that was about 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. We're going to get this well combined, and then we're going to add some more. Alright, cupcakes, the icing's done. I just want you to take a look at it and see how thick and luscious this icing is. Now we're going to get it into our piping bag, and we're going to finish these cupcakes. So find yourself a little tool. This is just a really big piping tip that has a big opening at the bottom, but you could use like a core, apple core. It has like a long shaft on it, and you can use that, or just find yourself a bottle cap that you can make an indentation and then scoop out the center. So this is what it's going to look like once the hole is in it, and you're going to want to push down and make a nice bed for the filling. So we just kind of stick it in and turn it, push that down, and then scoop out the cake that's in the piping tip. Go back, do another one, push it down, scoop out the center. You can see I did most of these already, so here's the last one, push it down, and scoop it out. You can save those cake toppers to put on the top if you'd like, so I'll show you that in a second, the option. Here's the little things that came out of the center. You can use these to put on the top as a cap. Not sure if we're going to do that yet, but I will show you that option. Here's our filling that we made, the cream, the berry cream, jam cream. And let's cut off the very tip of this. So here's what I was talking about with the caps. These, you can put them back on the top here and cover your filling. It makes it so that that filling has a little bit of protective barrier from the icing. It doesn't really matter though, because I'm going to show you how to ice these without that. So you're going to circle around the outside with your icing, and then slowly fill in the center. Look at how pretty they are. Now we're just going to embellish them a little bit because this is our 30th subscriber episode. We've got a little glitter and spray gold and a few little trophies we're going to put on top. So it's rose gold is our glitter. I thought it would look good with this. Just sprinkle a little, give it a little zhuzh, a little icing on the icing. Makes it look even more like a rosette. Okay, let's do the spray gold. Okay, shake it up a bit. Alright, let's just put a few trophies on here. Just for decoration purposes. Alright, let's get cleaned up and then show these babies off. Well, here you have it. Peanut butter and jelly cupcakes that I'm infamous for. Decorated for our 30th subscriber. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, cupcakes. Mwah.